Good morning, it's Kate at Kate's Garden, Chicken, and Cat Ramblings. I got my trusty sidekick, Chaos, here. He has a bloody nose. I don't know what he did or who he's been sparring with. He just got pecked in that spot by one of the chickens, but it had a little blood bubble on it, so she saw red. Was like, is that a flower? But, yeah, lay down. He's been sparring with somebody, and I think the way that, he sticks his nose and climbs through stuff, it just keeps irritating it. There's only so much doctoring you can do on the tip of his nose. His sister used to scratch him there every year, so. There you go, lay down on the hammock. Good boy. He's old. The flies keep getting his ears. I keep putting cedar oil and eucalyptus oil on it. His ear tips to keep bugs and flies away. But I've often in life been called a mother hen when raising my stepchildren and taking care of partners in the past, and I'm sure Paul would say that sometimes, even though he doesn't like it. He's not really a partner, but he is a partner. And he's like, leave me alone, you're not the boss of me. But these girls, it's pretty overcast today, a little bit of breeze, so it's cooler than normal. Come on, Chaos, lay down. But earlier, I came out, and Laddie Roo there, with his butt to us, wouldn't let him out because he saw some what he considered was a predatory bird above. It was a turkey vultures. I think there's something dead a couple blocks over or something. But anyway, so I came back out to check the garden and put a little log there to help steady that pole. See this little hump where that pole is in the middle, part of the old driveway. So you only go about an inch and a half, and then you start hitting gravel. So that's in about 2 inches, and then I put this at the base so it just can't lean in. Anything could climb and jump this, probably even knock it over. But like I said in previous videos, the girls are only out here, the girl and one boy are only out here during the day. But they hear the back door and they'll start clucking and trilling. And then once I come out here and walk around, or I'm in the garden walk around, and then they'll come out. And Laddie Roo, hi Laddie, he'll lead them around. It's a cicada. I watched you eat one the other day. I don't know why you guys are acting all squirmy weirdos. Yeah. So this morning there was an escape out the door here. I left it cracked open and went in, opened their coop, and then as I had gone in further to right some food they knocked over, they all ran out and are out running around the yard out here. So, and Chaos doesn't bring a very good herd cat, so if he would have sat still, he would have kept him from going one direction, and I could have shooed him back. But I had to have Paul come out, and he's had a headache for a couple days, and so he was not really happy about that. But I just needed him to block their outlet, and then so they all came back in. But I'm like, great. First day in the corral, it took me an hour to get you all to come out. First day I leave that little corral door open, you guys escape. Do you have to stand up there, Kiva? Do you have to stand in the flower? Yeah, they for the zinnia, I really thought they would go for the flowers. They have eaten a petal or two, but what they really like are the leaves. So the heat's been taking a toll on these, and I need to clip the dead ones off, but I'm just not doing it right now. These are still looking pretty good. Purple is not as tasty, I guess, as the red. The red's over there in the corner where Neve is, and you can see there's no petals left on that. We've got a couple little bud heads starting to come out. But, like an M&M, red's the best flavor. There you go. Yeah. Come on. Some extra water out here in the Pyrex dish. No plaster yucky. They like to drink out of it. And with Laddie Roo's crossed beak, I think it helps him when he has something deeper he can drink out of, because he kind of does a weird scooping thing. I keep going back and forth with whether I'm going to trim the tips or leave him. He's not full grown, and it can only get worse, so I may still trim the tips, but it's going to be half the time, like in the evening when they're calm and sleepy and Paul's available and willing to, hold them while I do it. I mean, I could probably do it by holding with one arm, but this first time out of trimming a beak, I don't, I want to be able to have both hands free in case I have to staunch some blood. Of course, there's the Wyandotte sisters in there, peck at each other. Hey, mean girls, what you come out of that coop? So the Brahmas, you can see how much smaller my blue Americana is compared to the Brahmas, and they are the same age. She's got probably a couple more months before the Americana female, which I thought was going to be a silver, but she's got blue undertones and some beige on her chest. She'll get a little bit bigger, but I don't know how much bigger. The Brahmas, of course, are going to double their size. I picked one up the other day, and she was probably only about 3 or 4 pounds, and they're going to probably be about 8 pounds or more. Laddie-roo here, which I thought maybe I was wrong when I heard those crows, and it was just a female making a weird warbly crow, but no, it's kind of hard to tell here. But his shoulders are really getting broad, and his chest is getting really broad. Come here, show everybody your nice pectoral muscles. Yeah, pretty guy. And he definitely dwarfs the other Americana. So, as long as he doesn't prove to be a really aggravating and rough rooster and doesn't do anything really hurting the girls, I'll just keep him around. I'm attached to him. But you can kind of see there how much square, especially here on his back. Let's see if I can zoom in. How much more square he's becoming. That's one of the buff Brahmas, and they're his size and weight, so they're going to be a lot bigger than him. Doesn't mean he won't be able to mate with them, but I'm hoping, they're just not into him. But we'll see. I'm not going to, like I said, I never say never, but yeah, that's not a fancy chicken perch, Miss Bronwyn. That's the blue Americana. Over there with a really, really white head and lots of white feathers is Una, silver lace Wyandotte. There's Luna. Luna, what are you scavenging in there? She's the other silver lace Wyandotte. She's got more black. And of course, Laddie-roo is an Americana also. But I think he might have a little more Easter egger in him because of the genetic defect with his jaw. And that's something I was warned when you get chickens from Tractor Supply. Sometimes they'll label them Americanas, and it might actually be an Easter egger. He doesn't have a beard, but he's got cheek poofs. Yeah, you don't have a beard, but you got those little cheek poofs, don't you? Anyhow, I'll still be getting blue eggs out of Bronwyn over there, and if he does happen to, I think the egg, I don't know. If he happens to mate with one of the other brown egg layers, we might get, if I let her hatch them, I would probably end up with olive eggers of some sort, but I think it works better if the hen is a blue laying hen and the rooster is from a brown egg line. I don't know. Something like that. I'm just not really worried about their genetics and what they're going to be, babies they'll produce. I'm going to try not to let them raise any of them. Just because by the time that they come into really season, it's going to be winter. Our winters here in Delaware are pretty mild, actually. Much milder than, say, like even Oklahoma and Arkansas and North Texas. We have pretty mild winters since we're mid-Atlantic, but we'll see. The only ones that are prone to broodiness are going to be the Brahmas, but they're, considered like gentle giants. So I'm not real worried about having to shoo them off a nest. So I'm glad. I really like my hammock swing. I need to lift it over this barrier here. I don't know if you can see this barrier, but the chair's behind the barrier to the other pallet, but I can't lift it by myself. And Chaos is like, I don't mind being out here with the chickens if I can lay in the hammock. take a bath, lay out here. I haven't seen him jump over. He could jump over the gate. He can get on that little log and jump over. I mean, he's a cat. He could probably just jump all 4 feet straight up. But he's not that interested in them for him to seem to want to exercise and use that much of his energy just to jump over here and look at the chickens. Oh, look at Laddie Roo. Got a purple flower stuck to your face. I'm gonna eat it. Paul laughs watching him eat greens because of his, little split beak, but he gets them down. And he is, bigger than everybody else. What's that mean, girls? Y'all hovering around the crushed granite bowl? Yeah? That's our grit bowl. We're not going to let anybody use it. That's our water fountain. We don't want any freshman girls using it. I know, it's funny. But here they are. But yeah, I have to come out and play Mother Hen, kind of literally, and get them to come out of here. If I'm walking around, he's not as likely to shoot them in if he sees a bird above. And the only thing he's seen big is turkey vultures, and they've been way up high. The ones who typically, see, I just went down. They got quite a bit of slope here. These are old chairs that I painted years and years ago for the garden, and I just put them out here for them to roost on. I have a feeling they'll be more active out in the yard as it cools down. Because though we have had some really overcast days, it has been stiflingly hot. And they've got a fan, that blows through their coop. But if I'm out here, then they feel safe, and then they'll come out. I have to balk at him. Bark, 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 bark. He's like, I hear you. You hear me? He's like, your accent is horrible. Mom, you have a horrible bark, 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 bark accent. Like, looks at me like, really? So, I had some cucumbers that Paul, of course, wasn't eating. And they love cucumber. Of course, they like to just eat all the middle part. And they like, in summer school, well, this is zucchini, yellow zucchini. They like to eat all the middle part. They've eaten the middle part of that one. They pecked this one a little bit. They like to watch me throw stuff over. It's like when they see it move, they're like, oh, look, Mama's throwing us a snack. Ooh, yeah, that one's been pretty much cored. They're like, yeah, why don't you peel those for us? I'm not peeling y'all's cucumbers for you. I've had some sunflowers to nibble on. I cut a couple that still had some of their seedy middle goodness. Here's where the garden's at. These cucumbers are, I keep getting about one a day, but they're about spent. I'm sure this is not bloomed there. I'm still getting a few of the Armenians. I picked a bunch of the little Mexican ones that look like about the size of gumballs, and those about little watermelons. I go to the store today, so I'm going to attempt to make a little cucumber tomato salad with them. But there's the okra getting tall. Yeah. Zucchini, green and yellow, are still doing well. And you can't see them, and maybe I can zoom in a little bit, but back behind them here, let's see, right back there are some green bean flowers. So we've had these little bit cooler but less beating down sun days. So my green beans are producing a lot more blossoms. But if we get back to it being that hot, they'll drop those blooms. So anyhow, that's kind of where we're at. The video's getting longer, so he's like sitting by. You're gonna sit in front of the door. So they're pretty adventurous. It's windy. I haven't really seen them out here in the rain. They don't like getting sprinkled on by the water hose, but nice view there, Laddie. Sitting on the ground looking big, looking for bugs. So they go in and out, but I come out several times a day when it's nice and Mother Hen them back out. Like, come on, girls. Come on, bark, 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 bark. Let's go out in the yard. And they really don't been too far. We had a lot more logs and chunks of wood left in the tree that fell last year, so I picked out a couple. I can't lift them or move them. Paul's going to have to. So we're going to stand out here, and I'm going to make a little log, miniature log Stonehenge for them to climb on out of those stumps. And yeah, just let them. They all have Celtic names, so why not build them a little log Stonehenge? But other than that, they just got all this area to free range and nibble and scratch. And they've all stood up and stood on their sandbox and looked in and pecked a piece of grass out, but none of them have got in it to dust bathe, at least not in front of me. I don't think there's any evidence of dust bathing. They kind of feel like, but you can tell we're over here where there's some old straw where some of their old run used to be. See all the feathers? Yeah. We're going to dust bathe here. Hey. Just because you're the rooster, don't peck her on the butt. You're not mature yet. I know, I saw her step on you. She didn't mean it. Look at your pretty colors. Yes, look at all your beetle blue and green and teal and your feathers. You're getting so pretty. Yeah, you're so pretty, laddie. I know, I'm sorry your first 6-8 weeks we treated you like a girl. We didn't know. We didn't know until you crowed. You were just so pretty. We just thought you were going to be, the top hen. You're like, I'm no hen. Look at this tail. Does this look like a hen's tail? Yeah. Look at those broaden those shoulders up. Make yourself look bigger. So, he is getting a little, you can always see them, he's got these little pea-sized, a little smaller than pea, little nubs coming out on the back of his lower ankle. I think that's going to be where his spurs come out. Now he's going to walk through the plants. What you doing in there, Una? Let's see, come on out. Yeah, that's where y'all knocked your food down last night. I've got to take this ladder out. For one, it's a bitch to clean. It takes up too much room for me to get around to do anything in there. And the highest shelf on it is where they want to perch. All of them. All 6 of the fat butts. It doesn't work. See, they got to perch over there. It's a little taller. This was higher and was dangling their food from it. But then I came out yesterday, or was the day before yesterday? Yesterday, and there was poop in their food. And I figured out, last night, I caught Laddie Roo and the other Americana up there. So I lowered it, and so it would be lower than their other perches. And this morning it was, okay, yeah, so I lowered it yesterday. And I just used some bungee type cord stuff to keep them from knocking it over. This morning it was kind of tipped over because I didn't have that quite tight enough, and that's when they stuck up behind me. But I got nice ice cold water in here. They got the fan, and they got their favorite logs to sit on, which I'll probably always leave those logs in here. We'll just add some outside. But we've got a couple outside and 4 inside. Every now and then they'll all get out together and move around in a pack, and led by Laddie Roo. But yeah, I gotta get this ladder out of here. I mean, I like it for them to play on, and I might actually leave it out in the middle of their yard where even if they jumped off of it or tried to fly off of it, they couldn't, it's too far away for them to get over the fence. But we'll see. I'm probably going to need it out so I can use it when the tin comes in and I can finish putting the roof on here. But anyhow, that's enough of the chicken ramblings and cat ramblings and garden ramblings. Alright guys, I'm going back in because I'm starting to get a little sweaty. A little bit of sun's not out, but I guess it's just a thinner cloud blocking it. You okay? Now you know how to get out of here, mister. Yeah. 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 You can drink some of their water if you want. Yeah. I love you too. I love you too, Chaos. Yeah. You know how to get out of here, don't you? Look at your little raw nose. Yeah, I think you had a scratch and you just keep knocking the scab off. Yeah. Yeah. I'll come out and snick some more. I have some wound care stuff that's for any kind of animal, so I'll put a little bit on a Q-tip and come out later and sneak it on his nose while he's sleeping. While he's sleeping in the hammock. Yeah, that's Mama's hammock. Yeah, I plan to share it with you, but you're ruling it right now. All right, y'all. Please like and subscribe. Take care now. Bye.